Well, hey there guys, it's your favorite backyard geographer. It's out in the garage and looking through my junk, and I found something I wanted to share with you. You know, December 1982 marks one of the most influential days ever in video game history. Urban legend says that the only way to rid the earth of such a terrible video game was to bury it in the middle of the desert. So let me introduce to you Atari's E.T., the Extra-Terrestrial. So E.T. the movie was released on June 11th, 1982, and it was a huge success. It was so popular that Atari hired Howard Warshaw, a famed video game designer, he did Raiders of the Lost Ark and Star Castle to name a few, to create an E.T. video game. But the problem was they needed it before December, which only left him 5 weeks to design the video game. Well, many argue that the final product here was the worst video game ever made and one of the biggest commercial video game flops ever. And in fact, it is thought that this game alone, not this one, but this game, was the actual cause of the video game crash of 1983. Now, what's fun about this is the fact that there was this urban legend. Urban legend has it that there were so many games returned and left over that several trucks from Texas, from the distribution warehouse itself, went straight to Alamogordo, New Mexico and dumped it into a landfill and then covered with concrete, because that's the only landfill in the local area that they didn't allow people to go in, to go picking, and they knew that it would be crushed. So that was the urban legend. Everyone said it wasn't true. Fast forward to April 26, 2014, a group of people were given 6 months to find the buried treasure, and they did. So it was assumed that 728,000 video games were buried, and they only found 1,300. But they did. Many of them were sold as a fundraiser to build a museum and to do some more research, but as you can see here, I bought this right afterwards. They said that this was one of the ones found inside of the landfill itself, but nonetheless, it's an original Atari E.T. game. I've never played this one. There is a version online you can play, and if you get a chance to check it out, it's quite terrible. So maybe you've played this game, maybe you've heard of it, maybe you heard of the urban legend, or maybe you know a game that's just as interesting as this. Be sure to comment below, like, subscribe, and we'll talk soon.
Go ahead. Okay, one more time. Higher. There. Okay, one more time. One more time, do the face, and then we'll, no, I'm